Which way is it holding? I'm looking at me. Should I be looking at me? You don't expect to see that, do you? Generally. Oh, got that on me. Oh, I think I just filmed myself.
What I haven't done this trip is talk about probably the things I use most. I don't know how many things I'll get through, but this is a very ad-lib vid. Firstly, the camp chairs. So those two camp chairs, they go straight in the back of the car. So I lift the door up and they're accessible straight away. And same with the two camp tables. So two fold down tables. And let me just quickly, I'll show you how quick and easy this is just with one hand. That table now is away. Oh, can you see that? I think you can see that. Milk's boiling. I'm going to put the camera down and go and get my coffee ready and I'll come back. This is one of the next things that if I lost I'd die. I love this thing. It's just an expander that goes around my my billy or whatever I'm cooking and blocks all the wind from the flame. Means you can pretty much use your single burner in any weather, and it just cooks directly onto whatever you're cooking on. It doesn't blow around. So that's the next thing. This doesn't have a brand. The chairs are just standard fold out Wanderers. The Wanderer is the brand and the tables are Oz Trail. This will be the next thing that I use every day without miss, and I'll probably use it 20 or 30 times a day. That's just a little spray bottle with soap in it. Soapy water. It's dishwashing liquid, and that's what I use. As soon as I use something, I put a bit of water in, spray that in, give it a rub out and it's clean. It's a very easy way to keep your dishes clean. There are items that I use every day because I do photography and all that sort of thing, and I won't go through them. I only go over the things that I think just about anybody that camps on a regular basis should consider. Just in relation to the burner, I use just a companion single burner. Again, $20 or $30 from any camp store, and you'll pick that up. Very easy to pick these green bottles up. I'll just use this as one thing because it goes together. I think it's called a 1 pound gas well. It's about ½ kilo. They seem to go forever. Like I started out this trip, what's the date today? The 16th. We started on the 29th of last month, so this 18 days I've used. That one there's a new one, so I've used 2 of these, or a full one of these plus a little bit, and that's just a really easy everyday burner that I get out just for the billy when I want to be really quick and easy. This here, I'm still on the first one now. That's nearly empty, so after 18 days I'll probably replace that either today or tomorrow. The billy's also another thing. This billy, I have two billies. So your standard billy, that billy there, it's been with me for years and years and years, and it pretty much only has water in it. This one here has a much thicker base, the base down the bottom there, so it's hard to do that. Let me do that. The base down the bottom there is about that thick, and what it does, it allows the whole pot to heat evenly. So when you're heating anything up, like your baked beans, your spaghetti, your milk, anything that might burn if it gets hot quick on the bottom, because the billy will get hot quick on the bottom. Anything that you need to sort of heat evenly, I'll use the other pot. And then there's the pan. That pan there, got my plates in it. That pan there is a great pan for pretty much absolutely everything. And the good thing about it is they're so small, they all pack up into almost nothing. You'll see a toaster in the kitchen there. We do use that on a regular basis, but it's only if you've got an inverter, and I wouldn't put that in the list of must-haves. fridge is really important, but that's something that everybody will have, I'm sure, anyway, so we won't go into the fridge detail. The way you store cutlery. So I have 2 little zip bags, and I have 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 steak knives, peeler, 2 spoons, 2 teaspoons. Pretty much that's all my cutlery there. I have the sharp knife this side, and this second bag I have my starters for the fire, tongs, little cleaner there, have my egg flip on the back, and a pair of scissors in there. Absolute must have. You've got to have somewhere for your cutlery, and that's nice and easy, and I'll store anywhere. You want to throw them in a box, you throw them in a box. I've got a bit of carpet there, so put a bit of Velcro on the bottom, they just sit by the fridge. The bin. Got to have a bin, got to have some way or somewhere to put all your rubbish. I've just got a cheap King's bin that I tie under the back of my spare tyre there. There's not much more to say about the bin. There's a million different bins you can get, and lots of them cost lots of money, but I don't know why you want to spend a lot of money on a bin. Maybe I should one day and find out. Buckets are important. These 3 buckets travel with me. It's a big one here. That's for washing clothes, bird baths. It's for everything that you need that you can't fit into the smaller buckets. In a pinch, you probably could just use the smaller buckets. I've got the room, and everything sort of stores in this bigger bucket here. These smaller buckets, they fold up flat. And it's the bucket out. They're not cheap. They're about $30 or $40 a bucket. It's ridiculous for a bucket. The Wolfpack boxes are probably the other thing that I wouldn't ever be without. Got way more than I need. There's 6 in the back seat right now. There's 1 in the back. And I've got 2 at home for my fishing stuff. So I've got Wolfpack boxes everywhere. They are expensive. They're about $40-50 each. When they pack together and you tie them down, they don't move. They really don't move. And you get so much in them. Power's important. It's something that you really should have, especially in modern camping these days. Everybody's got it at the moment, but most don't do it very well. I ran across a group when we were doing the crossing on the Simpson, and there were 4 in that group, and 2 of them were having issues. Switch your mind to the electrics. I've got a 2000 watt inverter, 200 amp battery, a 40 amp charger from DC to DC from my battery. It also charges off AC. I don't use the AC very often at all, so it's one thing that I wouldn't recommend you getting. If you've got a 200 watt solar panel on top and you drive a lot, you definitely don't need AC. We don't use caravan parks at all. We don't ever plug into AC. It just sits there. Not something I would recommend. Another thing that I would not leave home without is my milk crate. I love my milk crate. Now, it's probably not for anybody that's taller than 5'7". That's how tall I am, so I'm short. A milk crate's mandatory. It really is, especially if you've got a camper like mine. It's good for sitting on. It's good as a table. It's good to pack things in, and it's good to stand on. Oh my God, I love my milk crate. Oh, shovel. You definitely got to have a shovel. Now, the shovel I've got I was told to get it. The reason I was told to get it is this. It stores in 2 pieces, so it unscrews, and the actual thread, male and female joints are really sturdy, so it's a very good, when it's together, it's like having a solid 1-piece shovel. The brand escapes me. It's called a Bush Ranger Digger. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was around $100 though. But I've got my $100 worth out of it. It's such a good shovel. It truly is. It'll get you out of trouble, and when you're camping bush, you're digging holes all the time, if you know what I mean. And you want something that does the job well. That's about it. They're the things that I use nearly every day. Actually, every one of them I'd use pretty much every day. Brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel, go to the Patreon link, click it, follow the bouncing ball, shout me a copy. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I think I just filmed myself. Damn. Sorry. I think I filmed myself. I know.
You idiot.